guys, we are back with the 5th and final round, and we have brought you a streaming classic. Sammy Naj on the left with Mono Ice, and Finn on the right with Mono Fire. Again, kind of Mono Fire running rampant in this room tonight. But again, Sammy Naj probably going to go and show us all what he's made of. Mr. I do better when I'm not on stream.
So let's put that theory to the test, shall we?
What an excellent way to jump in there, Paul. Much appreciated.
Alright, so yeah, we have seen this matchup tonight. Maybe, did we have an exact Fire versus Ice matchup?
I mean, technically we had Mick
Mick versus Dan at the very beginning, yeah. So, Mick at the moment is on 3-1, so he doesn't come to the tournament very often, but when he does, he seems to do really well, which is why he should come more, but here we are.
Yeah, and we're going to get a Lufenian as the first backup from Sammy Naj, straight away discarding. That is pretty mean.
That is the dream. I'm glad Fenian is not a standard unit though, because I really like that new Time Mage.
Right, yeah.
And Ice has an abundance of decent standard unit backups that you can just flood the back row with, and then suddenly you've got a 2 CP body that's dulling and freezing 2 characters, a forward and a character, I should say.
I gotta say that my kind of favourite thing at the moment is potentially
Amina.
Yeah, that one. Into Arcanist. Yeah, we'll get there in the end, mate. It's late and we want to go home, but we'll get there. Just because obviously you get that. No, you cannot attack with a certain number thing. But
okay, so Finn has gone with just a Carla, no Miu to make that worth it. So
yeah, looks like it may have not been the greatest starting hand for Finn there. Didn't see if he mulliganed, sadly, but oh, hang on. Finn is actually walking over to us.
There is these cards here.
Probably
they're not. I left them back at the other table the other game.
Right.
Okay.
Shuffle them into your deck.
Sure.
At this point, shuffle them into your deck.
So
that's the best way to correct the game state, I think.
So basically, guys, Finn accidentally left some cards from his last game over at the on his other table. So he's just asking us what he should do with those cards. We just said shuffle them in. It shouldn't be too much of a problem if they're shuffled in fine. And sadly now, because of all that, they've moved the mats.
That is an instant DQ because I have moved the mat like 3 times now, and I think we're just going to have to settle for slant vision.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but guys,
maybe McAvoy can fix this in post.
He won't.
He won't.
No, because damage done at this point. But what we will do though is we are hopefully looking to get some special stuff to help with the stream, and hopefully that can include some mats that don't move. That'd be great.
Okay, so hang on.
Not every Azael.
Yeah, he's paid 6 for Azael. Or was there a discard somewhere that I missed? I don't think there was, you know.
No, I think you...
I'm going to clear out...
God, Sammy Naj, what are you doing to us? I think there was a bit of distraction around the... unless he's preemptively... maybe he was preemptively discarding for the Theodore, but no, or he was distracted by Finn coming over to us. One or the other. What fun we bring you in 5th and final rounds, hey guys. So, we have warped the Theodore. Now that does mean that Finn needs to act pretty quickly here, and probably bin out his hand within these next 2 turns.
That's absolutely right. Theodore means that the clock is now ticking. You need to spend your whole hand, which is something Ice wants you to do. It's just
but
quite
again,
a sticky situation.
We did see that Mick could do it earlier, but that could have been the whole bomb effect.
Absolutely. I mean, as Mick demonstrated, Mono Fire might not even need a hand to be that good.
Ooh, I'm not sure if that's the right choice there. Ditching the Cactuars. I probably would have played that out, gone to 4 backups. So,
I would say so too. I mean, I think you are racing to get as much of your hand down onto the field as possible. Maybe he's sitting on an Amaterasu though, and we just wait for that final warp counter to be removed, cancel it, and keep Theodore out of play forever.
Very true, yeah.
Quite a devastating play.
You can tell how little we usually get Mono Fire in our OPs, because that didn't even cross my mind.
That's right, that is something that... okay. Big Ultimisia coming in, so we've got 1. Please be more than 1, Sammy. Okay, 2. Okay, 2 dulls and freezes on a board this size isn't terrible. I mean, you're locking them out of 2 backups.
And you would have liked to have seen to hit all 3 backups here, maybe protect him from that Amaterasu.
Absolutely.
But again, we're not even sure that Finn has it in hand. So.
No, that's right. I mean, there's one more turn for them to find it.
But again, this could be something that like Saz might be now not playable to go digging for it, for example, just because obviously they're frozen out.
Carla has a tap effect that you probably never use, but for good habit, you do freeze the things with tap effects, just to make sure that you're not missing out.
Yeah, exactly. Now, everyone quite liking this Ultimisia. People were expecting to sort of pair it up with the...
Griever.
Yeah, that's it. And it never really came to fruition. Not many people really liking that.
People pivoted pretty much every other way you could. Just running with Earth is a very good thing, because, I mean, you've got your Tyro, Shantotto, Rydia, Luminous Puma, lots of good 5-cost things.
Yeah, now, Finn discarding yet another backup here. And now he's got almost a full hand, and he is facing Theodore next turn. And I think that's a Minwoo there as well.
I mean, Minwoo would be quite a good comeback if Finn can get it onto the board, but it does need haste.
Yeah.
So, things are not looking great for Finn right this second.
Again, this is kind of why you've now dropped two drop backups. I feel like you really should have just sort of blasted them out as quickly as possible, especially Kukaspel. That seems like kind of a fire staple, right? So.
Absolutely. I mean, Ultimisia being protected from being chosen by summons is also really huge. I mean, Monofire, a lot of their answers are summons. 1 CP Ifrit to do 2 lots of 5k usually wins you the game right there, but not so easy with Ultimisia on the field.
Yeah, exactly that. Now it'd be ironic as well.
It looks like there is an Ami in hand.
Oh, I think we're probably sitting okay. So maybe you just pass turn here and...
I think you do. I think you pass turn, you cancel the removal of the warp counter, and you keep what's left in your hand. I mean, I think that's the best play you can hope for right now, and it gives you a few more turns to try and answer back with some traditional Monofire aggression.
Yeah, exactly. And then maybe answering with... I think that's potentially even a Goblin in hand there as well.
I'd like to say it's a Goblin. I mean, yep, he's gone for the pass.
Hit him! Hit him!
Do it!
Hit him now!
Okay, so we draw first. Then the warp counter gets removed.
No, Finn.
Priority is passed to Finn.
Yeah.
Finn, I hope you know that you can cancel the warp counter, not just the effect.
Yes. Goodbye.
And yep, it has not ended play. It has been played correctly.
Well done.
Nicely done, Finn.
Yeah, absolutely nailed that. The thing is, you sat across Monofire. You've kind of got to expect that.
You've got to play into it, really. Okay, Rufus on the discard, sure. I mean, dulling and freezing is such a nice thing to do with the threat of Theodore, in my opinion, because as soon as you see Theodore, you try and play your hand down to mitigate how many cards he discards, and the more cards that are down, the more cards are going to be dulled and frozen.
Yeah,
it sort of plays quite nicely into each other.
Yeah, exactly that. And you obviously are a big proponent of ice yourself, so obviously knowing those little interactions, it's whether that Sammy Naj can keep up with it. Obviously he's been foiled on 2 backups, but we have seen before that is usually enough for a bit of an aggro.
Well, that's
style,
right, yeah.
Right?
I mean, Rufus coming in to sort of mitigate Finn's hand even further again.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going into Minwoo.
So this is one of the new cards from this set.
Minwoo FFBE.
Yeah.
So you can play the other Minwoo as well, if you like.
for fire water craziness, why not?
Absolutely.
So, pay 0, choose 1 card in your break zone. During this turn, you can cast it at any time you could normally cast it, as long as you have no cards in hand. You can only use this ability during your turn and only once per turn. Now, obviously...
Is there anything for free that he could play? Like,
But you still have to pay for it though, right?
Well, I'm wondering, maybe some of our viewers can help us with this rules question. Can you pick a card that would be free for Minwoo FFBE, like for instance the 2CP standard unit backup, and just play that for 0?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course you would, because it doesn't say anything about reducing the cost or anything, so you'd still pay the normal cost of the cards, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's
at least the way I would look at it.
No, okay.
But yeah, I'm not sure what you're going to play from there at the moment. I mean, the Ifrit might be a nice idea, but I don't think it's hitting the 10k yet.
That's it.
Maybe the demon is enough. Oh, what are we doing here? Is it just?
I thought he played Thaumaturge for a second then.
What is that? I can't.
That is the standard. I think it's Ranger. It's like a standard unit. H.
No,
not Ranger. I will have to open FFTCG on my phone.
Do you know what Opus is from?
I'm pretty sure it's the Ice Hero standard unit. When I think Opus 17 came out, there was a wave of standard units. Yeah. FFTCG.
I mean, sadly, I can't even see the little pictures to be able to look.
In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
In the meantime, though, Sammy just going off here. He is followed up with a Shantato and followed up with an Ishtola. Now we have hit a EXPUS Terror there, getting the effort back, but I don't think it's really going to do enough here. Oh, now we have hit a Brynhilde to take out whatever that card was.
I have no idea what that card was, and now it's dead. Yeah. Let's go.
So again, the draw. Finn now pushed to 6 damage, and he's still staring down lethal next turn.
That's right. We need to see a big Montleonis play now, just to equalise, really. I mean, if Finn can remove 2 forwards...
I don't think he can.
Nothing. 1% a blocker, he's alive. They're alive.
I don't think he can. I mean, he does have the effort in hand.
Okay.
But the Montleonis doesn't hit anything in the break zone that's going to remove anything from that board. So I don't see here. Is that an Ignacio, though, he's getting rid of?
Selfie and the new Elias the Gigas. Oh, no, sorry.
I think that's Ignacio.
No, you're right. Yes, that's Ignacio.
So he's probably going to hit the Ignacio off of the Montleonis here. So
absolutely.
That's one of them. What is 3 or less? Cymru FFBE, I guess you go with that.
I mean, if there was a ward in there, you'd very happily play that.
Yeah.
Get rid of Rufus. No looking backsies.
Sadly, doesn't look like. But again, we still have the effort in hand, so we're probably removing 2 guys here, like you said that we needed to, which is pretty nice. But you've got to remove that Rufus. That is.
Rufus will just end the game right now.
Yeah. So there's the FFBE. We're gonna mill for Ignacio. They're all fire cards, so let's get the 9k. But he didn't go after the Rufus though.
It's not too bad now because you've got 2 9s and a 7. So Rufus can dull freeze 1, you just block with the other 9k.
I guess, but there could be shenanigans, obviously, that we could...
I mean, if Sammy Naj had the foresight to put in Opus 3 Shiva and dull 2 bodies, it's game.
Yeah.
I mean, if he did that, I will buy his tickets for the rest of the year.
Well, again, though...
Not a guarantee.
As I said, though, we do know that... we've got an effort in hand, so potentially that's what kills the Rufus moving to combat.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you wait until they're committed to a combat step so that you can't add more things beforehand. Going in for the attacks.
Brave. Does that have haste?
Montleonis gives them haste.
Oh, okay.
In case it was not... Okay, what's going on here?
So we were going to attack. I think he wasn't quite sure, but Sammy may have preempted it a little bit, and now...
That is the...
Getting a dull off Orphan, I think.
Oh dear. Yeah. That is... Hugh Egg.
Yeah, that is bad.
Okay, and we're removing the backup.
That's for the Montleonis, I believe.
Yeah, I mean we're still sitting on a Ifrit, and this is Finn's only out here now.
I just wanted to see what that Orphan does on the EXPUS.
I always forget whether it's the discard or the dull.
It is discard, okay.
Okay, and no.
But we hit the Surges instead.
Surges just clears the way. What a utility. What a exciting game to end this evening.
Now,
well done, Sammy Naj.
Yeah, congratulations there. We'll do a quick BR back. We'll get Sammy Naj over here and a quick wrapper, and Sorry about the slant vision there as well, guys, because I kept moving our mats, because there's always some. But guys, we'll be back with Sammy Naj to discuss his win on stream, and he will probably not let me forget it.
Understood. We'll see you shortly, guys.
Okay, and we are back with a very rare sight.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I know, Sammy Naj sat between the presenters. He's won a game on stream.
First week of me on the new set, and I've got a win on stream. Oh, loving that. That's not a bad little start, is it?
So obviously you went with the mono ice. You said this was kind of an inspiration from Sam Jacko. What were the changes that you
So
added?
the changes were obviously the limit break. Everybody's like they just. I've been using them. I know not many people have actively used them tonight, but it's just like I've been using them every game, even when I was losing badly. It's just having them there just to push you over that little bit. And a lot of people tend to forget about it, and they kind of over accelerate, like Finn did in that, where he attacked with 2 guys instead of keeping 2 blockers.
Yeah, that was pretty brave when you're on damage 6, right?
So stuff like I think they just you forget because it's a new format. I put in 2 Sephiroths. They're ridiculous.
They're lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Yeah, I put
Not
in
quite 5 though, and it's not enough.
No. And I put in Renoas, 2 Renoas. No, the backups. I make you can sack and make your opponent discard 2 cards.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
because
that's
it's good, because obviously Ice has forwards that once you discard, you've done free stuff. So I just thought it's just like, late game. It's good just to kind of push people over. Mm-hmm. And not many people expect it. So it's that.
Fair.
And then obviously the 7 cost promo from the box topper.
Kurosame.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's
I
really
need
good.
more.
I mean,
I've only got 1.
Buy 2 boxes.
Yeah.
Problem solved. They're full arts then.
Use our affiliate link.
Yeah, I am. I do all the time. But I mean, earlier, so I added an extra backup as well, just because of him. Because either 3 backups or more, and you play him, it's game over.
Absolutely. That was something Connor said last week, actually, was like, you don't need to try and hit for the 5. You just hit that 3. 3 Dolan freezes or 3 discards is enough usually to strip your opponent of a turn. So, yeah, pretty good.
100%. But the deck seems good. I think Mono Ice is. I mean, there's some decks which are really good out there that like Mono Ice gets destroyed against. But I mean, on the level field of a big tournament, I think it's in a good spot. Especially with the limit break, the 2 forwards in there, they're really good. I played them as much as possible today.
Surges has a lot of utility. It just certainly means that your opponent always has 1 less blocker than they think they do.
Yeah.
And that is really significant, going forward. I think people are getting their head around limit breaks more. As you say, I don't think they're being fully utilised yet. I think it's still new and raw enough for people to just A, forget about them, or B, just not play them as to their full potential yet. But give it a few more weeks, and I think a lot more people will get to that level.
And you don't have to brick as much now.
Well, no,
when
right.
you draw like 2 backups and or like same cards in your hand as while you're going out on the field, and you're like, oh god, I bricked. It makes the game a bit more competitive. So it makes you think a bit longer, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Burning question on mine and Fisher's mind. What was that 3-drop forwards that was a standard unit?
We could not work it out.
Couldn't work it out.
It's the Reaper.
Reaper. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, Reaper. He's just really good at the moment because there's a lot of two cost stuff.
Wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
No, it did.
Did a
job.
I think he was in there. So when Jacko did the list, the twins was really popular.
Yeah.
So Jacko was like, when they come down, there's not much Mono Ice can do against it. Mm-hmm. So he played them in there just to combat it.
Yeah.
And I thought at the moment, there's a lot of really quick, like you got your Knights deck and Mono Ice aggro, which is 2 CP. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a discount as well. So don't forget a discount.
That's very true. Well, that being said, guys, we are going to wrap it up there. Again, thank you for sticking with us for 5 rounds. Congratulations for winning round 5 there, Sammy Naj. And guys, don't forget to check out all of our socials and our affiliate link on CymruCactuars.com. Check out the VODs, obviously, on our YouTube. So, guys, anything else from you before we finish?
Have a great weekend, guys, and pleasure being on stream as always.
What he said.
Guys, we will catch you next week. Bye for now.
Cheers.
when I realise what I need to press. One sec. There we go. Catch you later.
Now goodbye.